Hey y'all, it's LeaLeaVSG. I am here for my week 45 post-op update for vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I was sleeved on July 13, 2016 in Atlanta, Georgia by Dr. Paul Masick at Northside Hospital in Atlanta. My highest weight was 288. Date of surgery, I was 269. The last video that I think I told my weight, I was 187. And as of this morning, I'm 185.2. So I am down 102.8 from my highest, 83.8 from my date of surgery weight, and 1.8 from my last video. I've also lost 80% of my excess weight with a goal weight in mind of 160. And just for, I guess, a little more information, I'm 30 and 5'8". So, kind of on the struggle bus right now. I started out this week doing a Fitbit step challenge with Shrinking Kimber WLS, and have been doing pretty good on my steps until today. Last night I did not beat the rain to get my trash cans out, so I was trying to get them down the driveway in flip-flops and completely wiped out. So I'm barely moving today. I did have to actually go to the grocery store, so I've actually made it to 3,000 steps. So it's better than nothing, I guess, but a far cry from, the 7,000 I'm trying to hit every day. I could barely walk to the mailbox, so I knew, walks with the dogs today just weren't going to happen. I was also doing the egg fast with her, and if you're not familiar with that, I think the website that has all the information is called I Breathe, I'm Hungry. But basically, it's just a 4 or 5 day diet where basically you're eating eggs, cheese, and fats. And she's got a lot of really good recipes on there that actually perfectly balance it out, because it's like a certain part fat for each egg. And I forget the logistics. I just kind of followed some of the recipes, and I also created my own. I actually made a copycat recipe for those Starbucks egg bites, and those turned out really good. But now, the reason I'm pissed off is because I can't eat them starting tomorrow. If you've watched any of my former videos, you might remember my thyroid issues. Well, the levels had seemed to even out, so things seemed to be good. Well, that's not the case anymore. My thyroid's acting up again. I had the ultrasound last year. Now I have to do an iodine scan, which the way they do it is they shoot your thyroid up with iodine, scan you. You go back 6 hours later for another scan, and then a final scan 24 hours later. The purpose of it is to see if those two nodules that showed up on my ultrasound, if they're producing hormones independently of my thyroid. If they are, I'm going to have surgery and have those nodules removed. But the frustrating part is the pre-scan diet. I have to be iodine-free. And I feel like it's almost completely opposite of the post-op diet where, we're low carb, we're high protein. I feel like all I'm freaking allowed to eat are carbs. I've actually got the list right here, and I had to go to the grocery to pick up things to be able to eat. So I literally spent like a month's worth of normal grocery money for 5 days of food, and I'm not happy about it. Here's what I'm allowed to eat: egg whites. That's okay. Fresh chicken, turkey, or beef in limited quantities. Black pepper and fresh or dried herbs. Homemade bread made with non-iodized salt and oil, but not soy. No butter. No dairy of any kind. I can have fresh fruits and vegetables. Frozen vegetables, but only if they don't have salt. I can have canned fruit. Unsalted nuts. Unsalted rice cakes. Unsalted matzo crackers. Clear soda. And coffee or tea, but no creamer, because even non-dairy creamer has some iodine in it. And popcorn popped in vegetable oil or air popped. And sorbet, but it can't have the dyes in it. How do you find that? So I'm like, I feel like all that leaves me is carbs and fruits and veggies and a small amount of meat. I cannot have any sort of seafood. I cannot have any dairy, which most of my daily eating is cheese and tuna. So I'm just like, what the heck? So shopping was a challenge. I tried to make good choices. I'm going to make a meatloaf recipe. I did find some. I don't use breadcrumbs. I use crackers, and I found some salt-free crackers. And oh, hi, Carmen. We have a visitor. Say hello. So I figure if I make a meatloaf, that'll be at least enough for dinners and lunches, hopefully for the next 5 days. I got egg beaters, egg whites. I've got bell pepper, onion, and tomato to put in them to make like little egg cups or little omelets or something since I can't have my cheese. I did find some non-iodized salt. Um, I got fresh ground beef patties because my friend's having a cookout this weekend, and even though she's providing food, I don't know, how she's going to prepare it, so I have to take my own to grill. I got some asparagus. I got some sugar-free popsicles, so I got home and realized that, oh, we can't have the dye. And I stocked up on my peach propel because that's been my jam lately. But other than that, like it's hard to know what to eat. Any food that has salt in it is a no-no because it doesn't list whether or not it's iodized or kosher salt. So I got watermelon too, which I have not been much of a fruit eater since surgery, so I really hope it doesn't make me dump. And I really hope it agrees with me because I love watermelon. Well, I loved watermelon pre-op, so we'll see. Um, but I'm just frustrated about it because I just feel like it's going to be so hard and so different than the way that I eat. I'm frustrated that I go out and buy all these new things and spend so much money because it's not stuff that I normally keep. So it is what it is, and then I'm gonna have to fight Atlanta traffic and actually go try to work from the office Tuesday so I can keep going back to the hospital for these scans. So yeah. Other than that, I think that's about all I have to report. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I've just been working. My small groups actually did go to dinner last night. We went to Mexican for Taco Tuesday. I was such a cheap date. My tab was $2.14 because I just got 2 tacos and ate the insides. But the girl that leads it, she actually got baptized last Sunday, and the church actually did it at the lake because we needed a community center, so there's no like baptism pool. And there was a lady there who's currently homeless. She's working but just going through a rough time, and she um, is living out of her truck. But she actually just went, like, found Jesus and went and found a church to baptize her a couple weeks ago. So it was really neat, that they were all put in each other's paths. So she was invited to dinner, and we all actually chipped in money to put her up in a hotel room for the night. So hopefully it helps her out, and hopefully that fellowship and stuff kind of encourages her because I'm sure it's hard, being new in your faith. It's hard for me, and I was baptized years ago, but to be new in your faith and still be going through all those struggles. So I also invited her to church Sunday, so I hope she comes. Um, Other than that, not a whole lot to report. But I just want to give y'all a quick update, and I'll keep you posted next week. Let you know if I survive this scan. Pray for me, but maybe I'll just be so fed up with all the different foods I have to eat that maybe I'll just not even eat that much and I'll lose some more. So hopefully. But yeah, so I think that is all I'm going to report. I took a muscle relaxer today because I am so sore and I'm still having the hardest time waking up. So I'm probably going to have an early bedtime. But I hope you all are doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.